now listening to back-to-back hip-hop. You are now listening to back-to-back hip-hop.
What's up, everybody? I'm Andy Alessio, and welcome to the latest edition of the Back-to-Back Hip Hop Podcast. On Skype with me is Virginia artist OK Steve. So, Steve, my man, how you doing?
Shit, I'm doing all right, man. It's your boy OK Steve, a.k.a. Young Soul, a.k.a. Mr. Make It Work, repping VA.
So, Let's take it back to a tweet from February 10th where you said, "Can't believe I almost gave up making music last year. I was in such a dark place mentally. 2016 really tested me." So during 2016, what made your mental state so dark, and what eventually led you to decide to stick with the music shit?
Man, it was a combination of a lot of shit, man. 2016, I was really wilding out, man. It's like on stuff I don't really want to speak about, but life really did test me, man. Like between just personal shit and family shit, and just like I don't know, man. Just sometimes you just go through them little times in life, man. That's just how life goes sometimes, where you just feel real discouraged and like shit just seems like it comes like one after another and after another. You know what I mean? So it's all about how you bounce back for real, though. Like trials and tribulations gonna come, but it's always about how you bounce back.
Dude, absolutely. I mean, because like going on your Twitter again, you say something similar in April where you say that your mind's gone insane, but yet you recognize that even with these adversities, you can't let demons get in the way of your blessings.
No, not at all, man. Stay blessed up, stay prayed up, man.
Now, so during this time in April, you also realize that you have specific flaws and that you simply need to get better at them. So what flaws were you referring to, and how did you improve on them since then?
Well, like, also kind of like directing towards like just me going through like my tough times and shit. Like sometimes I let that get a grip on me. Like even though I stay prayed up and like I try to have like a positive outlook on a lot of stuff, sometimes life just hits you hard. And one of the flaws was just that I was focused so much on the negative all the time in my life that sometimes like sometimes I just gotta step back and look at the positive things going on in my life and shit. So that was definitely one of the flaws that was going on. And sometimes I can get a little selfish too, like just dealing with others in relationships, stuff like that. Like, I've been called selfish quite often, actually. But I guess that's a flaw that I was feeling back at that time that I feel like I gotta work on myself on. You know, we all got shit we gotta work on. So
I think at times, though, it's okay to be selfish. I mean, sometimes in life you have to be.
Yeah, you're right though, and that's the conclusion that I came up with too, man. Like it was mostly my girl calling me selfish, man. You know how that go though. you know how females, man, they get riled up, call you selfish and stuff. But I mean, when you doing stuff to better yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's your life at the end of the day. Like, there's times where you got to be selfish sometimes. You know, like you spend your whole life doing shit like to please others. Then at the end of the day, like you're not gonna be happy, and that's kind of what was happening to me.
I was really hoping you were just gonna give a spiel about how one of your flaws is your addiction to ice cream.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I just got some, man. I literally just went. Look, right before you called me too, I pulled up the Sonic. By the way, Sonic's my go-to spot, bro. You ever heard of Sonic?
Dude, yes. I grew up in Ohio, so Sonic was my shit there too.
Bro, I go there religiously, bro. Like, I always go up there and get one of them cream slushes.
Dude, yes. Those are dope, man.
Yeah, I got the lime right now, man. That's what I'm sipping on.
Dude, and then you got the happy hour from 2 to 4 every day, so it's like, how can you not go?
Exactly. And half off after 8 p.m. too. So, y'all take that down, man.
Dude, I'm going to go to Virginia, and then we'll go to Sonic and just chill the fuck out.
Yeah, man, come chill in the 7-5, man.
Yes, sir. Now, one of the qualities of yours that is definitely not a flaw and that I personally admire is your ability to stay prayed up and trust in God. So what led you, to finally realize in your life that God doesn't make mistakes?
Really just how, like, things kind of play out in life for real. Like, honestly, I started I started recording, well, rapping and recording back in 2012, and I know we don't make mistakes because like with the things you're going through in life, like that shit may seem like real bad at the time, but um, you know, at the end of the day, that's really how I started really writing and making music because I would just need some way to let it out, you know, and writing was the perfect way for me. It was like therapy for real. Like instead of going to see a therapist, like I can just write whatever I'm feeling. And like when I don't go to the studio for a long time, bro, like I get borderline crazy, bro, because it's like literally my therapy, bro. So you know what I mean. So really, that's just going through shit in life, man. That's really what started me making music in the first place. So, you know, things happen for a reason, man. And, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta take it how it is.
Dude, I think you said it best too through referencing on Twitter one of my favorite biblical verses in Colossians chapter 3 verse 2 where you say, set your mind on the things above and not earthly things.
Yeah, definitely, man. Because we all gotta die one day, bro. Straight up.
Now, so I know you're a firm believer of the fact that inspiration comes from crazy places. So, I mean, like you said, the Bible and your faith in God obviously inspired, you know, your music. But what about anime? Because I know you're a heavy anime watcher too.
Yeah, man. I try not to be basic like everybody else. Like, it seems like the fad right now. But, I mean, I grew up in the 90s, man. You grew up in the 90s, right?
Yes, sir. 92.
You know what I'm saying? I'm born in 93. So, you know, when niggas was watching Cartoon Network, you know, Toonami came on like after 7, bro. That's really how it all started for real, you know.
What anime shows? What shows on Tsunami were your favorite? Mine was obviously Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z, bro. That was the number one. Like, that's when the whole game changed for me, bro. I was real heavy into Pokemon too, bro. Like, I think everybody was back at that time. But, like, even still now, like, sometimes I revisit it, you know what I'm saying? Just to revisit my childhood, just to bring that nostalgic feeling back, you know what I'm saying?
So when you revisit that, how do you take what you see as well as your childhood memories and apply that to the music today, like in songs like Randy Moss, for example?
Well, Randy Moss, that was just like really on some motivational stuff. Like, I just want to ball hard, touchdown, Randy Moss. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, man. Like, I don't really directly take anything like anime and put it to my music. Anime or that kind of cartoon era or area is just like a way for me to escape reality sometimes. Really, my music, like anything I put on pen and paper and lay down in the studio, any of my music is all based on my life, though. Like straight up, like I don't really like lie in my music. Like I don't really say anything that isn't true, and that's like kind of my secret for real. And that's really how I just make the best of my music, and I think that's why it kind of sticks with people. You know what I mean?
Dude, exactly. I was just about to mention, I mean, what I really like about your music in particular is its relatability. And there's a lyric on this new single in Dream Chase that goes, Young King, I got my vision and it's so clear to see. I mean, I feel like there's a moment in each one of our lives where, I mean, that comes true. And we can all relate to that, and I fuck with that big time.
Yeah, man. Shout out my boy Justin Carville, man. He started this brand called Young Kings. So that's the kind of mindset we kind of been in for a while. And yeah, like I said earlier, just I'm a young king. I got this vision. It's so clear to see. Like I'm such a visionary. Like you know what I'm saying. And sometimes like when you have a certain mindset, when you're really motivated, like there's not a lot of people with that same kind of mindset. So like when you're talking, sometimes you sound crazy to other people that don't really speak that language or aren't really like visionaries. You know what I'm saying? So like. And that song, like, I just got dreams so big, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I sound crazy to other people, like to my parents and family, and even, like, the people closest to me. Like, they, like, tell me that I need to wake up, you know, get to reality, get this real job, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it's just a different mindset, man. And one day, like, you know what I'm saying, they'll see when all of it pulls together.
Dude, I'm the same way with this podcast stuff, man. I so understand, like, those conversations with parents. They never get easier to have, no matter how old you get.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. It's been such a struggle, man, bro. Since the day I started rapping. And I mean, they get it now, like to the point where they understand, like, this is what I'm passionate about, and this is really what I'm gonna be doing, like, cause I've been rapping for like 5 years now, and the fact that I haven't stopped yet, like, they finally understand, like, okay, he's really serious about it. But there still be them days where they're like, oh, you got your degree, blah blah blah, go get this job, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I just won't put on this earth to be ordinary and like, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, I wish more people had that mentality and realize that why settle for average when you can do something great that you thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's just how it is. That's just how I feel, man. I feel like I'm put on this earth to change lives and not be ordinary, you know. So I'm gonna just do that, man. And I mean, you only live one time, so I'm just trying to live without regrets.
Dude, I fuck with that big time. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you simply had to describe your vision besides changing lives through your music, what would it be?
Well, yeah, that's the main goal. Um, Change lives, be an influence for real. I mean, honestly, that is my main goal. I don't really have too many other big goals because at the end of the day, I mean, when I'm here, like at the end of the day, when I get all these accomplishments or whatever, like, what is it if you don't change lives and you don't affect people? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have all this money, all the success and stuff like that, but if you didn't make a difference, like in your community, or you didn't affect anybody else's lives, you know what I'm saying? Then what do you really have?
And very few artists in that game have that mentality. Because, I mean, money's always at the forefront and fame, especially if you go on Twitter and look at other artists.
Yeah, and I mean, there was even a point where, like, you know, because I'm gonna put you down on something. I'm gonna let you know. Yo, as soon as I came and started rapping, like, I was always on some super lyrical type shit, bro. Like, that was like 2012 to like 2014. So I was always going hard with like the bars and stuff like that, and being so serious in my music. And then there was a point in time, like, I went through that phase, and after that, man, I'm just trying to have fun. And I got caught up into like wanting the money and wanting fame. I mean, I still want money, and I mean, obviously, the bigger you get, I mean, in this music game, it's just like the more people are gonna know you. So I guess fame comes with success in a way. But you know what I'm saying? Just recently, I just like been kind of going back to my roots, and like I've had a lot of fun, but you could tell like the difference in my music from like 2 years ago to now, that I'm just growing as a person, and like I still want to have fun, but at the same time, I still want to keep that message too, and still, you know what I mean, say something with some substance. At the same time, making it hot.
And if your music didn't evolve as you got older, like, I couldn't personally mess with that because, once again, I mean, things change, and that should reflect in the music that you release.
Yeah, exactly. One thing that I hate, like, when fans talk about how artists say, like, change, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, when artists just change, like, over time, they, like, complain, like, oh, man, he changed so much. He used to be like this, da-da-da-da-da. Like, duh, nigga. Like, we're human. Like, of course, like, shit's gonna change. Like, life changes you, man. Just, like, different things you go through. So, like, I mean, if my music has sounded the same my whole entire life, then, like, nobody would be interested in it.
And I guess, I mean, so that brings up my last question, what I was really surprised about. I love the songs Hollywood and Life Go. So I was really, those bang so hard. So I was really surprised to see you tweet that next up for you is an experimental project that includes some futuristic disco and ambient sounding stuff.
That's really coming, man. Like, that's what I'm about to record in my next studio session, probably coming up this week.
Why is that?
Just cause I love music, bro. Like, I know nowadays everybody be like, oh, I'm not a rapper, I'm an artist, or like, you know what I'm saying? That's real popular to say nowadays, but bro, like, I literally been doing music my whole entire life. Like, I was playing instruments before anything. Like, I played the violin in 5th grade. I played the saxophone from 6th to 12th grade. I taught myself guitar in high school, played drums for the church, like, sang. Like, I really, like, am a musician. Like, I learned music, like, music theory, like, how to read notes and how to play and learning scales and stuff like that. So I really just always been in love with music. So I'm not really I don't just rap like. And if you like go down my catalog and listen, like I have a rock song like on my SoundCloud, bro. I like everything. I just love music, and I want to make something cool. Like anytime I make something, it's just something that I would listen to. I don't really like put it to the forefront of my mind. Like, oh, is this what everybody else is gonna rock with? Like, honest to God, like I just make music that I want to sit in my car and listen to, bro.
I like that. I like that description a lot because I listen to music the most when I'm in the car just cruising.
Exactly. And if you could sum up my music in one sentence, like that's exactly what it'd be.
Dude, I like that. I guess what really caught me off guard by that tweet was, out of all things, futuristic disco. Like, what does that even mean?
Futuristic. I don't know, disco, disco got that little, it's got like that groove, that bounce to it. You'll understand what it is once you hear it, though. Like, I already linked up with the producer. Like, I got like 3 songs. I'm going to just drop like a little 3-song disco futuristic experimental EP, man. Just to fuck everybody up, man. I also produced too, though. So you might see like one song of a beat that I made or something like that.
Dude, that's what's up, man. When can we expect this futuristic project?
Probably within the next few weeks.
Dude, I'm with it, man. You're going to get a back-to-back hip-hop cosign right when it drops.
Bet. That's a bet. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it this week. I'm just waiting on my engineer, man. Like something happened with his computer, and like he almost lost everything, but he's got like a backup hard drive. So I'm just waiting for him to get the studio back up and running. But I mean, I've just been dropping singles like all year, really. I've dropped like 18 singles, so I haven't been too focused on projects. But I got a real good idea of this one. Like, I wrote all the songs in, like, one day, and I got all the beats, so I think I'm going to just drop it.
Dude, do it, man. That'll be dope as hell. And, like I mentioned earlier, too, all the singles that I've listened to have been awesome.
Thanks,
man. And they've been consistent. And, I mean, that's all you can ask for in this game is consistency.
That's all I'm trying to do, man. That's all I'm trying to do.
Dude, I'm with it. Well, Steve, dude, thank you so much for coming on, man. This was dope.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. I'm humbled, man, and I'm appreciative, bro. Thanks for rocking with me.
Of course, man. It's only going to continue. Guys, follow Steve on Twitter at OKSteveOK. Check him out on SoundCloud as well. Follow Nick and I on SoundCloud, Twitter, and Instagram at BackToBackHipHop. Thank you so much for listening. Peace out.
All right, peace.
I'm losing all control. I ain't stressing, that's how life go. I'm worried about my bankroll. Cut the check, then I'm out the door. Can't stress about none of these hoes. Keep it G, stick to the code. You gon' reap what you sow. I ain't stressing, that's how life go. Okay, STVE. I'm the man, girl, you know me. You wish your man was me. I could do what it can times 3. I don't chase girls, they chase me. And I don't chase nothing but my dreams. And I don't chase nothing but this green. Count it up while I stay low-key. Sit back, baby, let me do me. I'm a pimp, you can't take that out of me. I've been going in since 9-3. All my real niggas, they feel me. And all the hood niggas, they know me. I ball like I'm Kobe. VA, nigga, I stay clean. Wipe me down like I'm Boosie. I'm losing all control. I ain't stressing, that's how life go. I'm worried about my bankroll. Cut the check, then I'm out the door. Can't stress about none of these hoes. Keep it G, stick to the code.